Good morning students, welcome back. Let's continue with our second chapter, Amazing Animals. Now in the last one we did activity 6, which was a story about the purple frog. Now it is a matter of great worry that many animals in this world are in danger or of extinction. There are endangered animals and they are also called endangered animals. So in the activity 6 there was a brief information about rare Indian purple frog. The recently discovered purple frog lives in India's Western Ghats. Local people knew about this frog. Scientists realized it and discovered it in 2003 as a new species. Now the frog burrows underground and it eats termites. It is also known as the pig-nosed frog. To avoid the confusion, the purple frog has been given a scientific name, okay, and it is a long name, so it is only for scientists to know that this kind of a name is for this particular frog or it is for the purple frog. So now let's continue with activity 7, okay. Understood all of you this much? So in activity 7, dinosaurs are extinct, so and the purple frog is endangered. How are these two words different? So dinosaurs are extinct, purple frog is endangered. Now what is the difference between the word extinct and endangered? So extinct is a word actually used for animals that no longer exist in the world, like वो दुनिया में है ही नहीं अभी ये animals, इसीलिए the word extinct is used. Dinosaurs are no more in the world, so that is why we say that dinosaurs are extinct. आज हमें dinosaurs देखने नहीं मिलते, इसीलिए कहा जाता है कि dinosaurs are extinct. Now what is endangered? Endangered is a word that is used for animals who are in danger for becoming extinct. Like purple frogs are still there, they do exist, but there is a danger that in near future, that in future they might become extinct. मतलब वो अभी भी यहाँ पे है purple frogs, लेकिन danger है उनके ऊपर के थोड़े सालों में, कुछ सालों के बाद वो शायद extinct हो सकते हैं, ठीक है. Now use the library, internet or other people who know about animals to find more information on extinct and endangered animals. One good source is www.archive.org. Learn about at least one animal that is new to you so that you can share information about it with your classmates. सो आपको लाइब्रेरी, इंटरनेट या दूसरों पीपल की हेल्प लेके एनिमल्स के बारे में और इन्फॉर्मेशन लेनी है ऑन एक्सटिंक्ट एंड एंडेंजर्ड एनिमल्स. एक अच्छा सोर्स ऑलरेडी हमें दिया है, सो आप मोबाइल पे या लैपटॉप्स पे यू कैन लॉग ऑन टू दिस वेबसाइट, दैट इज़ www.archive.org. ठीक है, यहाँ पे एटलीस्ट वन एनिमल के बारे में आपको रीड करना है, लर्न करना है. सो जब स्कूल खुला आप इस एनिमल के बारे में अपने क्लासमेट्स, अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ शेयर कर सको, ठीक है. फ्रॉम दैट वेबसाइट यू कैन ऑल्सो कंटिन्यू विद द नेक्स्ट एक्सरसाइज, दैट इज़ नेम 5 एनिमल्स दैट आर एक्सटिंक्ट, नेम 5 एनिमल्स दैट आर एंडेंजर्ड. आपको 5 एनिमल्स जो एक्सटिंक्ट है उसके नेम लिखने हैं, 5 एनिमल्स जो एंडेंजर्ड है उसके नेम्स यहाँ पे लिखने हैं, ठीक है. अंडरस्टूड. Compare your list with your classmates' list. Compare means to look carefully at their list and yours to find out how the lists are the same or different. Compare your list. आपको आपकी लिस्ट आपके फ्रेंड्स के साथ कंपेयर करनी है. कंपेयर का मीनिंग क्या है? केयरफुली दोनों की लिस्ट देखनी है और फाइंड आउट करना है कि क्या दोनों की लिस्ट सेम है या दोनों की लिस्ट डिफरेंट है. फाइंड एन एनिमल ऑन अ क्लासमेट्स लिस्ट दैट इज़ नॉट ऑन योर लिस्ट. अभी आपके क्लासमेट के किसी एक के लिस्ट में तो ऐसा होगा कि नेम डिफरेंट है, तो आपको आपके क्लासमेट के वो एनिमल के बारे में पूछना है और उसका नेम यहाँ पे लिखना है एनिमल का और कौन से क्लासमेट के बारे में आपको, कौन से क्लासमेट से आपको ये पता चला है, ठीक है. और जिस क्लासमेट ने कुछ डिफरेंट नेम लिखा होगा, ही विल टेल अस अबाउट this animal in detail. So this activity of telling us about can be done once the school reopens. Understood? I hope everybody has understood activity 7 and now it is safe to move to activity 8. So now activity 8 is again a little bit more information about what do we say, the purple frog, the Indian purple frog. So let's read what is written over here, okay. The purple frog is larger than many other frogs. It has a very fat body and short, stout limbs. Males are 60% smaller than females. The small head seems too short for the body and the firm snout sticks out in a small white knob. The purple frog has a shovel-shaped bump on each back leg and rounded toes on the webbed feet for digging. The snout and the legs help the frog dig in the ground for insects. The small, clear black eyes are above the narrow mouth. The frog's mouth is large enough to eat small insects like termites, the frog's favorite food. The small rounded tongue sticks out between the hard upper jaw and the soft lower jaw. The tongue has a round tip and the frog has no teeth. The tail is light brown with dark brown patches. The smooth skin is dark purple on the back that fades to grey on the belly. Let's read this again. The purple frog is larger than many other frogs. It has a very fat body and short, stout limbs. Males are 60% smaller than females. The small head seems too short for the body and the firm snout sticks out in a small white knob. The purple frog has a shovel-shaped bump on each back leg and rounded toes on the webbed feet for digging. The snout and legs help the frog dig in the ground for insects. The small clear black eyes are above the narrow mouth. The frog's mouth is only large enough to eat small insects like termites, the frog's favorite food. The small rounded tongue sticks out between the hard upper jaw and the soft lower jaw. The tongue has a round tip and the frog has no teeth. The tail is light brown with dark brown patches. The smooth skin is dark purple on the back that fades to grey on the belly. Okay, so now can everybody see this picture? Okay, I hope all of you all can see this picture, right? So the purple frog is larger than many other frogs. Now this frog is bigger than many other frogs. It has a very fat body and short, stout limbs. It has a very fat body and stout limbs. Matlab the hands and legs. Limbs is hands and legs are fat and solid looking. So can you see how fat his hands and legs are, right? All of you, can you see its hands and legs, right? So that is why it is called stout. Understood all of you? Now males are 60% smaller than females. जो मेल है, मेल पर्पल फ्रॉग 60% साइज में स्मॉल है फीमेल फ्रॉग से. The small head seems too short for the body. Now can you see its head? This head, it is too short for its body. The body is big and the head is too small. Okay, and the firm snout sticks out in a small white knob. और इसका जो snout है, can you see this is a snout? Okay, what is a snout? It is like a nose and a mouth stuck from the face. Now this snout is it sticks out and it is like a white color knob on the face. Okay, it is like a knob, a round lump on a, it looks like a round lump on its face. Okay, can you see this snout? Okay, now the purple frog has a shovel shaped bump on each back leg and rounded toes on the webbed feet for digging. Now this frog has a shovel shaped bump on its leg. It has a shovel shaped bump. Now it's not very clear in this picture, but if you see, it looks like a shovel. You know what is a shovel? It is used for removing the sand, to dig sand. It is a tool with a wide square metal or a plastic blade. Okay, so it is used so his legs are shoveled, they have shoveled shaped bumps. Okay, understood? And each back leg and rounded toes on the webbed feet. Can you see its webbed feet? Okay, there are these toes. Can you see? They are rounded. These toes are rounded, and these are used for digging. Okay, the rounded toes on the webbed feet for digging. Now the snout legs, that is these thick fat legs. Okay, and these round the snout and the legs, both of them. the snout and the legs, they help him to dig the ground for insects. Okay, they help him to dig the ground for insects. The small clear black eyes are above the narrow mouth. So now this animal has small clear black eyes right above the mouth. Okay, the frog's mouth is only large enough to eat small insects. Now it has a very narrow mouth. Okay, this mouth is very small. It is just big enough to eat small insects like termites, and these termites are the favorite food of the purple frog. Okay, now inside it has a small rounded tongue that sticks between. Now it has a small rounded tongue which is between its upper jaw and lower jaw. Now this hard upper jaw means the ऊपर का jaw है वो hard है, and what the lower jaw, that is the नीचे का jaw, you know what is a jaw, right? It is soft. Okay, now the tongue has a round tip and the frog has no teeth. जो tongue है उसकी वो round tip वाली है और उसके कोई teeth नहीं है. The tail is light brown with dark brown patches. Now the frog has a tail which is light brown and there are dark brown colored patches on its tail. The smooth dark skin is dark purple on the back. ये skin dark purple है back में and it fades to become grey on the belly. और जैसे जैसे belly यानी stomach की तरफ जाते हैं तो ये इसका color हो जाता है grey. I hope all of you have understood. To summarize this activity, this purple frog is larger than other frogs. It has a fat body and short stout limbs. Males are 60% smaller than the females. Okay, its head is small and the snout sticks out. It has a bump on each back leg and has rounded toes on its webbed feet for digging the ground for insects. Its eyes are clear, black and small, and the mouth is very small to eat only tiny insects like termites, which are its favorite food. It has round tipped tongue and it has no teeth. It has a light brown tail with dark brown patches. Okay, and it has smooth skin which is dark purple in the back and grey in the belly. Understood? Now let's move to activity number 9. Okay, now moving to activity. When scientists discover new animals and plants, they describe them very carefully. Without careful description, two similar species might be confused. Notice the careful details in the description of the purple frog. Which parts of the frog are carefully described? Now scientists जब भी कोई नया एनिमल ढूंढते हैं या डिस्कवर करते हैं तो वो उसको बहुत क्लियरली डिस्क्राइब करते हैं. विदाउट केयरफुल डिस्क्रिप्शन टू सिमिलर स्पीशीज़ माइट बी कन्फ्यूज्ड. अगर केयरफुल डिस्क्रिप्शन ना दे तो फिर दो स्पीशीज़ के बीच में कन्फ्यूजन हो सकता है. तो आपको ऊपर के पैराग्राफ से पता चलता है कि पर्पल फ्रॉग के बारे में भी बहुत डिटेल्ड डिस्क्रिप्शन दिया है, डिटेल्स दिए गए हैं. सो आपको लिखना है द आंसर्स टू दिस क्वेश्चन. विच पार्ट्स ऑफ द फ्रॉग आर केयरफुली डिस्क्राइब्ड. फ्रॉग के कौन से पार्ट को केयरफुली डिस्क्राइब किया गया है. ठीक है, सो विच पार्ट्स आर डिस्क्राइब्ड. So his body and limbs are described, then head, then legs and toes, then eyes, mouth, tongue, right? Then the color of the tail, the color of its back, the color of its belly. So many things have been described. Okay, what behaviors are described. उसके behavior कौन से behavior के बारे में describe किया है. तो यहाँ पे ऐसा दिया गया है कि with the help of snout and leg the frog digs in the ground for insects, right? सो उसके स्नाउट और लेग से वो डिग करता है ग्राउंड में इंसेक्ट्स के लिए, वो हमें बताया गया. एंड द स्मॉल राउंडेड टंग स्टिक्स आउट फॉर इंसेक्ट्स. और जो स्मॉल राउंडेड टंग है वो बाहर आके इंसेक्ट्स को पकड़ती है. ठीक है, सी द स्मॉल राउंडेड टंग स्टिक्स आउट फॉर इंसेक्ट्स एंड देन देयर इज सी स्मॉल राउंडेड टंग स्टिक्स आउट and the snout and legs help to dig in ground for insects. Okay, these two lines describe his behavior, right? Now underline all the adjectives that are used to describe the frog. अभी हमें जो भी adjectives यानी describing words दिए उसको underline करना है. Let's start underlining, right? So the first one can be purple, then there is larger, many, other, then fat, okay, short, stout, then there is small, right? Then there is firm, white, knob, okay, shovel shaped, bump, no sorry, bump cannot be there, sorry. Then there is each, okay, rounded, webbed, okay. I hope you all have underlined these many. Okay, now I'm moving forward. Okay. What was the last one which we did? Webbed, right? So next can be clear, black, narrow, then favorite, hard, upper, soft, lower, then light, brown, dark, smooth, then there is smooth, then gray. Okay, understood all of you all till here? So if you count all of these, how many adjectives are there? So the activity asks, underline all the adjectives. How many adjectives did you find? So you can write, we found about 27 adjectives. How many did we find? We found about 27 adjectives. Okay, now let's move to the next activity. Okay, so now in activity 10, A. Milne wrote many poems for children, and he often wrote from the point of view of a child. At the Zoo is one of his poems written from the point of view of a child. Children do not always know the right names for the things, and the poet illustrates this in his delightful poem. So this poet has written many, A. Milne has written many poems for the children, and he often wrote from the point of view of a child. Now this At the Zoo is a poem which is written from the point of view of a child. Now children don't know the right names for many things. बच्चों को right name नहीं पता होता है कई, तो ये poet है, इस poem में illustrate करता है, he writes what the children think. Okay, so let's read the poem first. At the Zoo. Okay, the name of the poem is At the Zoo. There are lions and roaring tigers and enormous camels and things. There are buffalo, bisons, and a great big bear with wings. There's a sort of tiny hippopotamus and a tiny rhinoceros too. But I gave buns to the elephant when I went down to the zoo. There are badgers and bitchers and bodgers and a superintendent's house. There are masses of goats and a polar and different kinds of a mouse. And I think there's a sort of something which is called a wallaboo. But I gave buns to the elephant when I went to the zoo. If you try to talk to the bison, he never quite understands. You can't shake hands with a mingo, he doesn't like shaking hands. And lions and roaring tigers hate saying how do you do, but I give buns to the elephant when I go down to the zoo. Let's read it again. There are lions and roaring tigers and enormous camels and things. There are buffalo and bisons and a great big bear with wings. There's a sort of a tiny hippopotamus and a tiny rhinoceros too. But I gave buns to the elephant when I went down to the zoo. There are badgers and bitchers and bodgers and a superintendent's house. There are masses of goats and a polar and different kinds of mouse. And I think there's a sort of something which is called a wallaboo. But I gave buns to the elephant when I went down to the zoo. If you try to talk to the bison, he can never quite understand. You can't shake hands with a mingo, he doesn't like shaking hands. And lions and roaring tigers hate saying how do you do, but I give buns to the elephant when I go down to the zoo. Now I know there are some animals whose right spelling is not given, so we have to do that itself. So here there is a question, which words in At the Zoo do not name real animals, which ones are real? So यहाँ पे आपको real animals के name नहीं दिए गए हैं. So I think let's underline which words are wrong. So there is a buffalo. Buffalo is, what is the real name of buffalo? It is buffalo. So what you have to do is write buffalo over here and you have to write buffalo over there. So you have to write the right spelling, okay, buffalo and buffalo. So there is buffalo. In the second paragraph there is potamus. This is not the real name of an animal. It is written for hippopotamus. Okay. A rhinoceros. What is rhinoceros? There is dinoceros. Very good. Okay. Then bitchers and bodgers. There is nothing as bitchers and bodgers. There is badgers. Badgers is animals. Okay. Then there is a wallaby. There is no animal as wallaby. The real name is wallaby. Okay. And there is a mingo. Mingo is short for flamingo. Okay. Understood all of you? I hope with this you've understood the whole unit. Okay, with this we complete our unit 2, that is amazing animals. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask. Thank you students. Take care.